Hey guys! So I decided to split my houseplant collection tour video into two separate videos. This is going to be part two, and it is my last one in this house. We are moving this week officially. So excited! But yeah, let's get into the video. And now moving you over here to this shelf, which you guys probably see the most out of any of my plants. I have a Monstera, which I propagated last spring off of my main mother plant, and it is doing really well. It's starting to get split leaves, which is awesome. Over here in these jars, I just have some narrow form Adansonii propagating. They have a lot of roots. It's definitely time to pot them up, but I will do that in the spring once we move again. Up here on this first shelf of this plant thing, I have a Variegated Peperomia obtusifolia, a Peperomia rana verde. Peperomia actually grow during the winter time, so yeah, my Peperomia are all doing pretty well lately, except for this Peperomia Hope. I don't know what her deal is, but half of it was doing really well for like a year, and then half the plant just died out of nowhere, so now I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. Anyway, back here I have a Pilea peperomoides, which needs watered. Peperomia, oh my gosh, why can't I remember? Piccolo Banda. I absolutely love the coloration of this plant, and the new growth comes in really dark, and then it kind of lightens as it ages. Here I have some Cebu blue cuttings in a plastic bag propagation thing that I'm doing a video on. I started this on 11/24. Yeah, I will be doing a video on this. Here I have a Hoya Moonshadow. You can kind of see it's kind of reverted, but I'm hoping it'll get some variegation back. I'm a little upset. I ordered a lot of plants from this shop, and this plant is like basically reverted, which is pretty annoying. We'll see if I'm able to get it back, but I mean, I still really enjoy the plant. It's just not as variegated as I would like it to be. Then back there, I have my crested euphorbia, happy as ever. Here is my, what are you? Variegated Hoya Compacta. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. This guy, you guys know, had mealybugs. It was a lot worse of an infestation on these pieces than I thought it was initially, so yeah, it's not doing too hot, but I think it'll come back. It'll be okay. And then here I have some Philodendron Ring of Fire cuttings that might make it, might not make it. Either way, it's fine. Here I have my Peperomia Pink Lady, which again is just growing and growing, and the new foliage is coming in so vibrantly pink, which I love. Back here is one of my Homalomena Emerald Gems, which needs watered. When the leaves yellow like that, that usually means it's dry, so I'm going to go ahead and water it after this video. Moving you up another shelf is my Hoya Compacta, just the regular green variety. Easy Hoya. The only thing I would say about this plant that can be a struggle is if you're a chronic overwaterer, which I used to be, but I just wait for the plant to wrinkle a lot between waterings. So I probably only water this like once every month and a half-ish. And it likes that. It really holds moisture well. And then same with Crinkle 8. I think I was overwatering it in the beginning, but now it is doing so much better, which I'm really happy about. I didn't think this plant was going to make it. Back there, Hoya Crimson Queen has a little new leaf right there, which I'm very happy about. And another Hoya Crimson Princess. I know I have issues. I buy the same plant repeatedly. I don't know why I do this, but I do. I just fall in love with them at the store and I can't leave them. And then here I have a Hoya Ficii, don't know how to say it. It is a bit more of an uncommon Hoya, I believe. I think it is absolutely beautiful. I love the veining of the foliage. Really pretty. And here underneath this giant painted lady, I have a Hoya Shepherd Eye, which hasn't done much, but I think it will in due time. And then, yeah, this guy, kind of hard to ignore, is my Philodendron Painted Lady, which I recently got from an Etsy shop. And it's putting out a new leaf in the weirdest way possible, as Philodendron do. Like, what is going on there? That is so weird. And then there's actually another leaf. I didn't even notice that. Another leaf that's going to come out of that little sheath, which is cool. Yeah, this one's kind of a weird shaped plant. I need to figure out a better situation, but I'm not going to worry about it until we move. And here I have a Philodendron Mint Florida Ghost, I believe, which I also got from a Facebook buy-sell trade group, and it has a new leaf coming in there. Very happy about that. Hope it comes in super minty. Back there is another Philodendron narrow form and a Philodendron Birkin, which a new leaf is unraveling, and I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like. It looks like it's going to be very white, which is exciting. Up another shelf, I have a couple of Peperomia, or not Peperomia, Monstera. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Monstera albos propagating. This leaf got sad when I neglected it for like a couple of months in the beginning of my pregnancy. They are actually getting roots. I will show you that in a separate video. Here I also have a Rhaphidophora tetrasperma cutting that is rooting in sphagnum. Back there is my Monstera stiltopicana, which has gotten huge. This is a plant that's growing quite a bit this winter season. I'm very happy about it. Back there is my jade Scindapsus, I believe. String of nickels, which I got from my parents. Super cute. A Philodendron Brantianum, which I also need to give it something to climb. So the new growth comes in bigger. It comes in really dinky. But I think if I gave it like a moss pull or something, it'd get a lot bigger. Here I have my Philodendron Burl Marks, which has a lot of new growth points happening. Very excited for some of those leaves to unravel. Silvery and Scindapsus, doing pretty well. Looks kind of sad, but it's because it needs watered. So here is a Syngonium Pink Splash. This is a very uncommon variety. Brad from What the Flock Farms was actually kind enough to send this to me. So thank you so much, Brad. I absolutely love it. Here are some Rhaphidophora tetrasperma leaf cuttings I have in the propagation bag. There is my variegated Hoya Eye. Kind of had a rough time shipping. I got this from the same shop that sent me that Hoya Moonshadow. Didn't ship it too well, but it's okay, it'll be fine. And back here is my Philodendron Padam. Has gotten so much bigger in the last year since I first bought it. I think it was only a few leaves when I brought it home. I'm excited to see where this plant is a year from now. Okie dokie. So up on this top shelf, I have a Syngonium Confetti. Need to trim that guy up. Definitely repot it in the springtime. I have an asparagus fern. Love it. Here I have a Spathiphyllum Jessica, which look at that new leaf coming in. That's exciting. This is a more uncommon peace lily variety, and I saw it and could not pass it up. So really pretty. Back there is a Valentine Aglaonema, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know the exact varieties. I just watered it, so it should perk up. And here is my variegated lipstick plant, which suddenly it was doing so poorly. Suddenly it's doing a lot better. So thank you, little variegated lipstick plant. And then here is my black pagoda lipstick plant. Probably is the other kind of lipstick plant that looks very similar to this, but I'm going to continue calling it a black pagoda. There she is. And that is that entire shelf. Yeah, lots of plants. Now back over here, I have a Philodendron Brazil. I need to put this back in the macrame and hang it. It actually was hanging in my bedroom, and it's just been sitting here since I filmed my How to Make Houseplants Bushier video, which I filmed like 2 months ago. So that's cool. I guess it's just gonna live here now. Here is a Syngonium, which I have no idea what the variety is. It's an illusion variety of some sort. Not quite sure. Love the shape of the foliage. Is this called variegation when it's like stripy like that? I don't know, but I love it. Here is an Aglaonema, which I forgot about. Kind of got pushed behind this stool here. Forgot about it, got sad, watered it. Now it's doing just fine. Ignore my dog's feet prints. I literally just cleaned the floor 2 days ago. And then they come do this. It's very annoying. Here is a Sansevieria. I believe this is a black coral Sansevieria. Correct me if I am wrong. I don't know too much about Sansevieria, to be honest with you. Here's another little Monstera, which when I got this, if you guys remember, it was just a very small plant. I think I got it 2 years ago on my birthday, and it's doing its thing. I've taken so many cuttings off this plant. All right, now to this weird shelf thing. I don't know. ZZ Raven has some new growth. It's going to pop up and then turn black. They come in super lime green and then they fade to black, which is really cool. Here is a Monstera plant I got from a friend from high school. It's got a new leaf there. I've had it for 6 months now, maybe. Maybe. Here is a Scindapsus argyrius, or whatever. I don't know. It's one of the types of Scindapsus. I like it a lot. Variegated ZZ, which I absolutely love. I'm so happy. I love it. It's so pretty. Are just so stunning. Then here are some lemon lime Maranta cuttings. A silver stripe Maranta cuttings, which I got from a friend on Instagram. that lives near me. Here's a golden pothos, my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, which I have taken so many cuttings from. String of hearts, that's the word. This is another plant of mine that's doing extra well this winter. So you can see all that lime green new growth. It likes something about the winter, that's all I know. And up here we have my Scindapsus Exotica, which is the first Scindapsus variety I ever bought. And I've also never killed one of these, which is nice. All right, so here I have a Neon Pothos, which is doing well. Silver Splash Scindapsus. Has some new growth coming in finally. Well, not finally. I guess it hasn't been too long since I've had this plant, but was kind of worried about it. It was really cold. I guess it's fine. Looks pretty good. Red Emerald Philodendron. Happy as ever. I have a little propagation box. I'll show you what's in it, because why not? So yeah, there's a little propagation box. I will also be doing a video on this coming up. I have it sitting on my heater during the day so it doesn't get too cold. And then here I just have some Monstera albo nodes that I am trying to see what I can do with. So there are 2 in there. I started these on December 11th, so we'll see what happens. Well, there's that. This plant and this plant are both Synodeniums, I think is what they're called. It's a type of euphorbia. So I have both of them here. My Hawaiian snowbush, which needs watered. A fairy castle cactus. My jade. I believe this is called a Zanzibar aloe. Here is one of those little earrings I made. It has a kalanchoe living in it. Love that plant. This is my Hoya Australis. I think I'll show you on the other side actually. It has some new growth, some Pilea peperomoides babies, a Gasteria of some sort, which also has a lot of babies, which I'm excited to repot in the spring. Here is my mother kalanchoe, which needs some work, but I won't be worrying about that until I get moved and it's warmer weather. So she's kind of scraggly and weird looking. Back here, I have my Coral Fire aloe. Down here is my variegated Hoya Eye, my variegated watch chain and regular watch chain. Here is an elephant bush, a parallel peperomia, which is so unhappy I cannot keep these plants, this type of peperomia, alive. And here I have a type of crassula. All right, so here is that Hoya Australis. It's actually growing, which is so cool, and I love the sun-stressed red that it gets. Here is my variegated Hoya Bella, which I potted in this little plant that a friend from college made and sent to me, so thank you so much, Alex. And here is a Hoya, which I bought from that same shop that I'm not too happy with. It was supposed to be a Hoya Rebecca. It is not a Hoya Rebecca. I don't know what it's called. I do really like this variety, but it's just not the one I thought I was buying. I didn't see any pictures or anything. We just kind of messaged on Facebook, so super unhappy about that. But I mean, not super, because I do really like the plant, but it's just not what I wanted. And here I have my little, I forget what this is called. Do you know what this is called? I think it's a lifesaver plant. Here, this came from that same seller that sent me this Hoya. Oh, Philodendron gloriosum. It's not happy. It had 3 leaves, they all died off. There is new growth coming in, so I think it'll be fine. And then there is a little baby Coral Fire aloe. All right, so here is my Portulaca Maraca cluster. If you guys remember this plant from the summer, it had a terrible, terrible mealy infestation, which I have never seen a mealy infestation as bad as was on this. So I literally just cut everything off. It was just bare stems. It looked really sad and dead, and it's finally getting new growth. So I think it's going to be okay, and no sign of mealies, which is awesome. Monstera albo, so we love her. I love you. On the back of this south window, I have, oh, this is gonna be really hard to see, a goldfish plant. Yeah, you definitely cannot see that, I'm sorry. Up here is a heartleaf philodendron. Here is a Philodendron Brazil and a golden pothos, all in front of that south window, love and life. So my camera's gonna die. I'm just gonna try and rush through these. My camera is terrible. Anyway, here is a Philodendron silver stripe, popping out lots of new growth. There is another Scindapsus silvery Ann. Below that, I have my silver mist peace lily, which is one of my favorite peace lily varieties. Hanging from my bed, I have my Hoya Eye, just the regular green variety. Again, this is a plant that has grown a lot more this winter, which I'm very happy about. Here is my Philodendron micans. Another better growing plant in winter for some reason. Maybe it's the cold temps, I don't know. Hoya multiflora, getting some new growth there. And then also a peduncle up there, which is awesome. Here I have my Hoya Chelsea and my Hoya Bertone, I believe is what it's called. This is probably my best growing Hoya right now. So I love the new foliage. I just love this plant. All the leaves are really fuzzy and the new leaves look extra fuzzy, which is very cute. On the window here, I have this Ripsalis, kind of weird. Really like it though. Cebu Blue, my largest pot of Cebu Blue, a Homolomina Emerald Gem, and a little donkey's tail. Tiny little guy. Love it. Last up, we are in the baby room. I am going to show you these. I won't be doing a nursery tour in this house. I'll do it in my next house. So thought I'd show you the plants anyway. This just has a north window. So yeah, here I have a ZZ plant. I'm going to get some cuter pots to hang in here, but a spider plant, a silver stripe philodendron cutting, a heartleaf, green heartleaf philodendron, and a golden pothos, my favorite golden pothos because it's just huge. I do also have a plant hanger there and one right here, but I won't be putting anything in these since we are moving anyway, so. Okay, so that is my entire houseplant collection tour. As always, if you're wondering where a specific plant went, leave a comment and I will try to get to all of the comments and let you know what happened to them. I have been getting rid of a lot of plants. I've mentioned it before, so chances are I've given it away on like Facebook Marketplace or something. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next one.